I'm Chief Meteorologist Patrick Powell. Severe weather index is in the low category for the next 24 hours. Partly cloudy skies expected overnight and tomorrow. Details coming up on Fox 11.
Live in HD from Fox 11, the news starts now.
Green Bay police explain how they cleared an officer involved in a viral arrest video.
It's decision day for Green Bay City Council members on a new Walmart.
And your eyes are not fooling you. Did winter briefly return to Door County today?
Balance news and severe weather coverage. This is Fox 11 News at 5.
Officer Derek Wickland's use of force was justifiable and objectively reasonable.
A Green Bay police officer has been cleared of any wrongdoing after an arrest that blew up on social media.
The department explained today how it reached its findings, showing 4 videos of the incident.
We're breaking down the investigation and have balanced reaction to the findings. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Take a look. This is the cell phone video that started it all in April. You can see Officer Derek Wickland push a man up against a squad car and then take him down to the ground. 3 months later, Green Bay police are showing us 3 new videos of that very same incident. Department leaders held a news conference this morning, and Fox 11's Andrew LaCombe was there.
An investigation sparked by a viral video was capped off Tuesday with the release of 3 videos the public has not seen.
I challenge anyone to look at that and ask for a different angle we could have taken.
Green Bay Police Lieutenant Chad Ramos says the new videos show Officer Derek Wickland's arrest of Joshua Wenzel was appropriate. One of the videos is from the dashboard of a police car. Ramos slowed down the video and explained why Officer Wickland hit Wenzel.
This is what he's trying to bring him to the ground. Watch the hands of Mr. Wenzel. First strike, open hand, palm. He said it was blocked. That's what Officer Wickland said. Watch his hands. Even importantly, even after the strike, he was struck to the face. Watch this hand. Grabbing. He's holding, he's latched onto that hand.
Ramos says this video gave police a perspective the public didn't have. And he says Officer Wickland told Wenzel to put his hands behind his back.
It's not easy to pick up on here, but when you interview Officer Wickland, he says, look, it was loud there, but I said this clearly.
Other new video shows what led up to the incident. Police arrested a man after he left a bar with a drink. In the video, you can see a man on the sidewalk taking a drink. Some were swearing at police, and authorities say that included Wenzel.
Their behavior is what created a disturbance and compromised the safety of officers and the public. That is the focus of this incident, not the officer's use of force.
Wenzel was arrested for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. The case is still open in municipal court. The Wisconsin Department of Justice also reviewed the incident and agreed with the decision to clear Wickland. In Green Bay, Andrew LaCombe, Fox 11 News.
And Ramos also said if something like this happens again, it could be handled in the exact same way. He says an arrest can be conducted in many different ways, depending on an officer's skill set.
Now, during the investigation, police are claiming there was one person who they did not hear very much from, and that is the man being arrested in the video. Fox 11's Bill Miston continues our coverage looking into that part of the story. Bill?
Tom, I'm standing outside Green Bay Police Headquarters where those results were released earlier today. Police say Joshua Wenzel was not a part of the investigation because, police said, he refused. When asked how satisfied the public would be with the results, Lieutenant Chad Ramos had this to say.
You know, the investigation we put together, I can assure you, was very thorough.
But it did not include Joshua Wenzel.
We gave him the opportunity to talk to us, but he refused.
Lieutenant Bresser and I did have a phone conversation with him. Subsequently, we tried to meet in person, and he declined via his attorney.
Wenzel lives in the Milwaukee area. Fox 11 reached out to him and did not hear back, but we spoke with his attorney.
Is there a reason as to why Mr. Wenzel or you did not cooperate with investigators as a part of their investigation?
It was strictly to protect Mr. Wenzel from making any statements that could be that could negatively impact him in defending against these citations as well as any future litigation.
Deneen says Wenzel's cases in municipal court will not be impacted by the findings, but says his client is unhappy.
Obviously, he's extremely disappointed with the findings, as should, as I would argue, a lot of the citizens from Green Bay.
Wenzel did talk to Fox 11 3 days after the incident. He says he didn't step towards Wickland or touch him and doesn't know Wickland's reasoning or logic.
Within a short period of time, people had their minds made up. And when you look at this from the different angles we did, I think it's clear to see that there's definitely more to the story.
Ramos says Wickland doesn't want to talk to the media about the investigation's results, but did say how he reacted to the findings.
He went through a lot in his family, and I'm confident with what we did. I want to see him keep his professional career moving forward, and us as a community moving beyond this, to be honest with you.
Now, my calls for comment to the president of the Green Bay Professional Police Association have gone unreturned so far. Ramos says Wickland will return to regular patrol duty soon. Reporting live in Green Bay, Bill Miston, Fox 11 News.
To learn more about the investigation, we have extensive coverage on our website, fox11online.com. You can read the state's full report. You can also watch the videos released by Green Bay Police today. Be advised there is explicit language in them. The information is on our homepage.
Low-interest loans will be available for some storm victims in southwest Wisconsin. People living in Grant, Crawford, Iowa, Lafayette, and Richland counties are eligible. Those areas were hit hard by a string of tornadoes last month. The loans are through the Federal Small Business Administration. Homeowners can apply for as much as $200,000, and businesses can borrow up to $2 million. Well, you know what this looks like. Your eyes are not playing tricks on you.
Yeah, that's snow. That's the middle of winter on a golf course.
No.
No?
No, today.
This white stuff is today. It's the remnants of a storm that raced across northern Door County last night, coating roadways, causing crop damage. Fox 11's Eric Peterson has the story from Sevastopol.
Bruised, broken, and battered. Bob Fellner says his 60-acre apple crop is gone.
Like somebody just chewed them up.
Fellner saw the damage from the estimated 1-inch hail on his farm north of Sturgeon Bay early Tuesday morning.
Sometimes with smaller hail, you'll just get a little dent in them, and the trees will be fine. You can sell them for hail grade or deer apples or at least juice. With these, there's really nothing you can do. It's a complete loss.
Just up the road, cherries litter the ground at Choice Orchards. Co-owner Debbie Musel says one half of her crop was lost. At the Peninsular Agricultural Research Station, Superintendent Matt Stasiak says every type of crop on the 20-acre site was affected.
Whether it's annual crops like corn or wheat, we've lost, and all of our perennial fruit crops have been damaged where we won't be harvesting any of them for anything.
And at the nearby Cherry Hills golf course,
Winter rules in effect today, yes.
manager Carl Beckstrom says the front nine was unplayable.
8 is a low area. This is nothing but white. You can't even see the green. And then along 3 and 6, the ground was completely white.
From the fairways to the roadways, it's a storm that left its mark.
At least 10 hours after it, and I'm still standing in ice and snow and hail. So it's one of those things that I think you're more in awe of it than anything. Especially just driving around. You see all the damage, and it's just jaw-dropping.
In the town of Sevastopol, Eric Peterson, Fox 11 News.
Very thin line of storms, to be honest, as far as moving through the area, but it certainly impacted northern Dorn County. Patrick says that a storm moving through with unusually cold air aloft is what produced the hail. We have a photo gallery at fox11online.com, including pictures of piles on the roads and even a snow angel on a porch.
Now, Northeast Wisconsin's most accurate forecast from Fox 11's Patrick Powell.
A few scattered showers still for the southern portions of the area, but everything is moving off towards the southeast, and we're going to see the showers come to an end. Upper area of low pressure moves away, and then we'll start to warm up. But very cold air has been in place for today. Storm Tracker shows those sporadic light showers mainly around Manitowoc and Sheboygan right now. A few right near the Horicon Marsh, another one in the far southern sections of Fond du Lac County now in the far southern sections of Sheboygan County, but everything pressing towards the south. Currently 64, a little breezy and a lot of clouds through Appleton through the afternoon. 57 by 10 o'clock tonight with partly cloudy skies. 49 tomorrow morning, and then 74 and partly cloudy tomorrow afternoon. Severe weather index in the low category. We'll see partly cloudy skies for the most part over the next 24 hours and more sunshine. Matter of fact, tomorrow and all the way through the weekend, we'll see quite a bit of sunshine. With that, we will start to warm up. Mid-70s expected as soon as tomorrow. Upper 80s by the time we get into early next week. And with that, the humidity is going to climb, but slowly. I think the weekend will still be fairly comfortable, but sticky weather gets here early next week. And after today, a lot of folks might be looking for some warmer weather. High today was 70, averages 80, the record 98 from 2006. Here's a graph of the temperatures from today, starting in the mid-50s this morning, climbing towards the mid-60s, and then really just kind of stuck in the mid to upper 60s through most of the afternoon.
The wait may be over. Green Bay's City Council expected to decide tonight whether that Walmart will be going into the city's downtown.
The vote is coming after months of debate. Fox 11's Ben Krumholtz will be at the meeting tonight. And Ben, I think we're all expecting perhaps a late evening, but any idea on how that vote is going to go?
A very late evening. Michelle, it could still go either way. It appears there's 5 aldermen in support of Walmart, 4 against, and 2 that haven't publicly supported either side yet. Tonight's meeting starts at 7 o'clock. If it's like other city meetings where Walmart has been on the agenda, public input could last a few hours. Tonight's vote is whether to rezone the Broadway property Walmart wants to build on. If the zoning request is denied, On Broadway Incorporated, the group that owns the property, would likely go into foreclosure on it. The property and the $3 million loan due on it would eventually end up in the city's hands. Walmart has said it would privately fund its entire project, including the cost to fix environmental issues on the property. One alderman says the property could be more valuable if it's used for mixed-use development, which currently zoning calls for. Here's more from both sides.
I hope everybody that doesn't want this understands that $3 million is going to be a hit. And then, you know, of course, the cleanup of the area, we're going to have to clean that up.
You know, there will be an immediate return, I think, with the Walmart project, you know, maybe for 4 or 5 years. But then after that, the projections that we have, we're talking maybe $30 million versus $10 million.
We'll have full coverage of tonight's meeting on our website, fox11online.com, and on Fox 11 News at 9.
Now, here's the latest from Fox 11 Sports.
Milwaukee Brewers fans getting a treat tonight. First time they'll get to see 4 of their own guys in an all-star game since 2007. The game's tonight right here on Fox 11. Tune in early, Brewers fans. The 3 Milwaukee position players are starting. Might not be in the game all too long. One of them, Carlos Gomez, batting 9th. You can bet he will be swinging for the fences anyway. Sure, Minnesota fans will cheer for the former Twin. Jonathan Lucroy, he's going to be out there for Derek Jeter's first at-bat in his last All-Star game. That'll be pretty cool. All the Brewers All-Stars say they're proud to be representing their team.
I've been an All-Star before. I've never been voted in by the fans, like I said, and I'm sure the fans out there in Wisconsin has a lot to do with me being sitting here right now.
So we're just going to go out and win, and whoever's there in the end, hopefully will benefit from it. You get, you know, voted in by your peers. I think that's a great honor, so it's just nice to have that kind of respect.
Well, he said it before, and Brett Favre is standing by it. The former Packers quarterback saying he has concerns about letting his son play football. Speaking with a TV station in Mississippi this week, the 16-year NFL veteran says safety would be his primary concern.
It's a violent sport, you know, and for 2 reasons I don't know if I would let him play. The pressures, you know, to live up to what your dad had done, but more importantly, the damage that is done by play.
If Favre had a son, that is. And former Packers tight end Jermichael Finley, he is dealing with an injury, telling USA Today he's having more tests on his surgically repaired neck on Wednesday. He says he'll send the results to all 32 NFL teams. The tight end says he has a $10 million insurance policy if injury ends his career, but he's not planning on giving up. He said in the article, quote, Finley, it's a pride issue now, says Finley. I've got a lot of pride. I've been playing this game for free for 20 years when I was a kid, so it ain't about the money. Finley says the Pittsburgh Steelers were interested, but not with a good enough contract. We'll see if another team comes calling.
All right. And former Packers tight end because he's a free agent.
He is a free agent.
All right.
Let's get a final check of weather tonight before we go.
Things are improving over the next couple of days as temperatures will climb towards the upper 70s by Thursday with more sunshine.
All right, see you on CW at 9 and back here after the game.
Have a good evening.